Hey, and good afternoon, everybody. Spokane Steve here. And it's time once again for Strat-O-Matic Baseball. And look, we've already got a crowd waiting. And oh my goodness, happy birthday, Franklin. His trivia question is, how old am I? Hello, Kelly. Hello, Rick. Well, I don't know, Franklin, but this is a wild guess. I'm going to guess you're 4 years younger than me, so I'm going to say 64. Don't know why, just a wild guess. We move on to the month of June in our replay. How about that? We're through April, although April, of course, not a full month. We completed May yesterday. And now June 1st, a short two-game series. This will be game one between the Giants at the Braves. 67, all right. So, almost 2 years younger than me. I'll be 69 in a couple of months. Another trip around the sun. I have a friend who calls it leveling up, right? Like in a video game. You're at level 67 now, Franklin. You're doing well in the game. I like that, yeah. And Kelly had 2 walk-offs in his 72 season. Oh my goodness. Dick Allen with a 3-run shot against Cleveland, and Lee May a solo shot in the bottom of the ninth to beat the Cubs. 72 season, yes sirree. And one of the things I most remember, that of course was the best season of one of my all-time favorite players. Most of you know who it is. Hello, Mike C. Hello, Rick. 2, yes, you're right. Rick, you just nailed it there. I was going to mention that. 2 underperforming teams. And, whoa. Hang on a second here. I'm going to play with the light. I don't like that light today. Is that one better? It might be. Yeah, I kind of like that one. I can see that better. Funny how it changes day to day, isn't it? That was the same setting I'd been using for a couple of games. On the light ring, of course. Ron Herbel, the righty for the Giants, and Ken Johnson, the righty for the Braves. And if you look at their real life seasons, it's kind of gone the opposite way for both of these gentlemen. Herbel, ignore the 1-3 record. He has a 2.57 ERA. This is his 5th start. He had 1 complete game. It was a shutout. Now, mind you, this is just 28 innings, of course. For Johnson, the replay has not been nearly as kind. 2-3 with a 5.66 ERA and 9 starts. He has 1 complete game as well. And we've got Mookie right here where I don't want him. We'll see how it goes. Hello, Bob, and greetings to Ben. Yep, there he goes. Okay, you're going to have to go down. Tried to make his leap for the score sheet right there. Probably wanted to attack one of the pitchers. Oh, Mookie. Okay, here's the lineup for the Giants. Tito Fuentes will lead it off at second base, Jim Davenport at short, Willie Mays in center field, and Willie McCovey in the cleanup spot at first base, Jim Ray Hard at third base. Cap Peterson will be in left field today, Tom Howler does the catching, Ollie Brown in right, and Herbel the pitcher ninth. The Braves have Gene Oliver behind the plate. The infield is Torrey, Woodward, Menke, Matthews, and the outfield left to right, Alou, Jones, and Aaron. And with that, we're about ready to get started here. Mookie. You can't be up there, buddy. Sorry. Okay, plate umpire. Today is Ken Burkhart, just under 27,000 in the house. Play ball, he says, and up steps Tito Fuentes. Fuentes hitting .248 on the year, 3 home runs, 15 RBIs, and here's the first pitch from Johnson. That's a 6-6 left-handed, and he rips that one into right field. Line drive for Fuentes, double to 6, and he's going to round and slide in there with a leadoff double. So a nice start anyway, and here is Jim Davenport. Davenport, the leading hitter on the team at .325. Wow. .249 in real life, quite a difference. Just 83 at-bats. This is the 28th game that Davenport has appeared in, and the Giants in their 48th game. 1 homer, 9 RBIs for Jim, and here's the pitch from Johnson. It's a 4-4 right-hander. That's going to be catcher's card. Gene Oliver. Oliver is a 4-4, and here's the play on a 5. That's going to be a wild pitch followed by a pop-out, so that will advance Fuentes to third. And with 1 out early in the game, here comes Willie Mays. How are the Braves going to play it? We're going to roll the die for enter back. They will be back early in the game. Mays steps to the plate at .276, 13 home runs, 30 RBIs. Runner at third with the infield back. And here's the pitch from Johnson. It's a 3-4 fly ball to right field, question mark. Aaron makes the catch. Fuentes, 14-16. -2, Aaron, 14. That is the second out. He's going to tag. Here comes the throw from Aaron. He scores. Well, sac fly to right, and the Giants draw first blood here, 1-0. Give Mays an RBI on the play. And here comes Willie McCovey. McCovey at .282, 9 home runs, 19 RBIs. And here's the pitch from Johnson. That's going to be a 110 right-handed high fly ball to right. Backing up is Aaron on the track, puts it away. The Giants get a run on a hit. Nobody left. And after half an inning, it's San Francisco 1, Atlanta coming to bat against Ron Herbel. So we'll give you the we'll give you the Braves order here quickly. It'll be Dennis Menke leading off at shortstop. Mac Jones is in center. Hank Aaron in right, of course. Felipe Alou will be in left today with Joe Torre at first base. Eddie Matthews plays third. Gene Oliver does the catching. Everybody's favorite Woody Woodward at second base. And Johnson hitting last. And it's a trading league. Okay. Not quite sure I follow. Hello, Kevin. Welcome. Oh, this is the... Yeah, I get it. This is the computer game, isn't it? I remember now. There's my senior addled mind again. Here's Dennis Menke to start things off for the Braves. Menke comes in at .298, 4 home runs, 19 RBIs. Herbel gets the sign from Haller. That's a 4-7 right-handed, and he loses him ball 4. A leadoff walk to Menke. No threat to steal. And the batter is Mac Jones. Jones just 8 for 57. had to chase Mookie away again. Whew. Jones just 8 for 57, 1 home run. This is just the 20th game for Mac Jones. Remember, he started the season on the injured list. Herbal into the windup. That's a 6-12 left-handed fly ball to right end, shallow. On comes Brown. He is there to make the catch, and there's one away. Hello, Joel Horlin. Sonoma Joel. Yeah. Yep, the one where you moved the Rays. Yep. It all comes back to me now. Man on first, one away. Here comes Henry Aaron. Aaron, his average still a bit low at 231, but he leads the majors and by a long distance with 21 home runs and 49 runs batted in. Herbal from the stretch. It's a 1-2, grounder to second base, wide of second. Fuentes to his left, flips to McCovey as Menke takes second. Felipe Alou will try to pick him up. Alou at 352 on the year, 6 home runs, 28 RBIs. Herbal's pitch to Alou is a 6'10 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. So Herbal pitches around the leadoff walk. The Braves leave a man, and it's 1-0 after an inning. It's drizzling here, about 46 degrees right now. Supposed to get to 50, but I don't know if it's going to make it. Hang on just a second. Okay, you gotta stay over there. Oh my goodness, now he's up on top of the refrigerator, which is fine. He's fine up there. Okay. Mookie. And welcome to Madden. Don't recognize the name. First time in the chat? Forgive me if I'm mistaken. If you are watching for the first time, either live or on replay, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's free and it's easy, and I do appreciate it. Okay, going to the second inning. Here's Jim Ray Hard. He's at 299, 9 home runs, and his 25 RBIs. Second to Mays on the ball club. Thank you, Madden. Appreciate that. That seems to be common for a lot of people. Johnson into the windup. The pitch to Jim Ray Hard is a 6'7 right-handed. Second base X. That's going to be Woody Woodward. Woody, a 3E24. And here's the play on an 8. That'll be the E rating. The roll is a 10. On a 24, he makes the play and throws him out. Nice play, Woodward. 4-3X, 1 down. And the batter will be Cap Peterson. Peterson just, oh my God. This may be the worst we've seen. Peterson is 1 for 35. One for 35. And here comes the pitch from Johnson. 3-2 righty, ground ball second base. Woodward will take this one as well and throws him out. 2 down quickly, and here's Tom Haller, the catcher. Left-handed hitter. Tom comes into the game. Where is he? Oh, wow, he's struggling too, hitting just 195. He does have 4 home runs, 10 RBIs. Johnson into the windup. 2-5 right-handed, grounder to first base. Torrey to his right, he has it. Flips to Johnson covering. And it's a nifty 1-2-3 inning for Ken Johnson. So still 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the inning. welcoming everybody aboard today as we inch ever closer to spring. Dodgers and Cubs get on the plane today for Japan, Tokyo. And Bob Merrill, a big Felipe Alou fan. Oh, it's hailing in Sonoma. Holy crap. That I would not have guessed. Joe Torre will lead off the second for the Braves. Torre at .335 on the season. Braves are a good hitting club. They come in at .266 as a team with 58 home runs, which I would have to assume that leads. I could check it. Herbal ready to work. Here's the pitch to Joe Torre. It's a 5'11 righty. That ball is drilled to deep left field. Backing up is Peterson. 1-14 at the track, at the wall. He climbs the wall and makes the catch at the wall. Oh my. And Torre slams the bat down, frustrated. Thought he got enough of it. But Peterson able to go up and make the catch. Here's Eddie Matthews now. That's the kind of thing I didn't get before I split up the dice roll. I kind of like it. Matthews at .260, 6 homers, 18 RBIs. Here's the pitch from Ron Herbal. That's going to be a 6'10 left-handed. He pops him up left side. Davenport squeezes it for out number 2. And that'll bring up Gene Oliver, the catcher. Oliver hitting just .193, 11 for 57, but 8 of those 11 hits for extra bases, including 3 home runs. So here's the pitch from Herbal on a 2-9 righty, called strike 3. And Herbal with a 1-2-3 second. Second strikeout for Herbal. I gotta read this now. If Brad had played in '66, we might have had the Peterson line instead of the Mendoza line. Yeah, definitely. Although he'd have been in his own, he'd have had his own club, wouldn't he? .029, and he just lowered that. Wow. I tell you, I would think a one-pitcher's hitting card could do better than that. And with that, we move to the third inning. Ollie Downtown Brown to lead things off for the Giants. Brown also struggling at just .198 and still looking for his first home run. Here's the pitch from Johnson. It's a 6'6 right-handed. And he rips one into left center. Over to cut it off is Alou. Double to 6, and Alou cuts it off, gets it back in. Brown rounds and holds with the long single. Herbal, a D bunter, and a one-hitter. They'll play it back as Herbal squares to bunt. He's a D on a 10. This could be trouble. Yep, he bunts it right into the force play. Hit it to the pitcher a little bit too hard. He went down to second for the force. Wait. Sorry, that isn't right. I started to write in sack, but it's not a sack. It is a force play, so Herbal's at first with one down. That'll turn the lineup over, and here's Tito Fuentes. Fuentes doubled and scored, the only run of the game so far. Johnson's pitch from the stretch. 6'6 lefty. I think that's the same thing he rolled the first time. He hits it into the right center gap. Double to 6, and he's got it. He rounds. They're going to hold Herbal at third on the double by Tito Fuentes, and Fuentes with 2 doubles today. And the Giants threatening here in the third, second and third. 1 out. Already trailing by a run, the Braves will bring the infield in for Jim Davenport, who, among other things, is an A bunter. Welcome aboard, Captain Carl. Interesting, Kevin. Thank you for that information. I always appreciate this kind of stuff. I encourage it. Look it up and throw out little bits of the tidbits of information about some of the players. It just adds to the whole thing. Okay, infield in second and third. Here's Davenport. Johnson checks the runner at third and then comes in there with a 5-3 right-handed. It's a base hit into right field. That's going to drop in. Aaron has it. Herbal can walk home. Fuentes 14 minus 212. He'll be held at third. So it'll be an RBI single for Davenport. 2-0 San Francisco. Johnson with an excellent -4 hold. Oliver a +1 arm. And with runners at the corners, here's Willie Mays. Johnson's got his hands full now as he stares in, and here's the pitch from the stretch. 3-5 righty. It's a grounder to the pitcher. With the runner at first, we were back. So Johnson goes down to Menke goes down to Woodward for 1, to Torrey not in time, and a run will score. Fuentes crosses the plate to make it 3-0, give an RBI to Mays. So Willie Mays, without the aid of a hit, has picked up 2 RBIs. Ben, what does that mean, Ben? He has weak power against singles. I'm temporarily lost here. Who does? And what does that mean? Are we still talking about Herbal? And greetings to Kurt Miller. Talk about your factoids. Kurt Miller, sometimes referred to as the factoid man. Oh, he's so bad he can't even get a single. So Mays at first, not being held. And with 2 outs, here's McCovey. 3-0 San Francisco in the third. Here's Johnson's pitch from the stretch. It's a 5-8 left-handed. Grounder down to first base. Torrey to his right has it. Goes down to Menke for the force, and that'll do it. Giants pick up 2 on 3 hits, leave 1, and they take a 3-0 lead into the bottom of the third. So Herbal, who's pitched very well so far this year, much better than his card would indicate, that's for sure. And now let's see how he does with a 3-run lead. And where's Michael today? We got his favorite guy up here, and no Michael. It's Woody Woodward, of course. Woody hitting 280. Come on, let's give him some respect. Sure, he doesn't have a homer, but 20 runs batted in. Herbal gets the sign from Howler, and here's the pitch to Woody. It's a 6-7 righty, grounder to second base X. Tough chance for Fuentes. 3E37, and here's the play on a 14. He's there. Flips over to McCovey, 1 down. Nice play by Fuentes. Oh, wow. Hello there, Al. Oh, my. That's got to be some kind of record for futility, doesn't it? Geez, I'd have to think. Here's Johnson now. He's a 2, but with N power. Herbel's pitch on a 5-7 righty, grounded to short, routine for Davenport, who gloves it and throws him out. So 2 quick outs here for Herbel. And that'll turn the lineup over, and here's Dennis Menke again. He walked his first time up. There he is. The pitch to Menke is a 2-2 liner right into the glove of Hart. Man, he stung it, but right at the third baseman, and the side is retired. So through 3 innings, well, I think you're right, actually. He hit 264 in real life, so they favored him a little. This was 66 is probably one of his best years, right? I mean, I'm just speculating. I didn't look him up. I mean, the Woodward I remember from the early 70s, I would almost guess that, see, it's right there, 264 average. I'm thinking that might have been his career best. Here's Johnson once again. He's ready to go. Jim Ray Hart will start off the 4th. Ken Johnson into the windup now. It's going to be a 1-8 right-handed little comebacker. Johnson spears it, tosses it over to Torrey. Yeah, I was right there with you, Ben. Here's Cap Peterson 0 for 1. Johnson getting the sign. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's a 3-7 righty. It's a single to 15. Peterson lines one towards third. And it's in there. How about that? Cap Peterson with his second hit. That's right. Second hit of the season. So he's now 2 for 37. That'll bring up Haller. Couple of Peterson's teammates mockingly applauding from the bench. Way to go, Peterson. Johnson from the stretch. To Haller, it's a 6-5 left-handed. It's a grounder to shortstop X. This could be 2, but that's going to be a tough chance for Menke, who's a 4E38, and here's the play. On a 15, he's got it. Throws him out as the runner advances. Well, Peterson takes second on the play. A little slow roller. Menke had to charge it. Only play was to first. And 2 down, and here's Ollie Brown. Yeah, stop the presses. Oh, yeah, well, that's where you get it from, huh? They don't issue him one. He has to buy his own. 2 down, runner in scoring position. Here's Brown. Johnson's pitch is a 4-5 right-handed grounder to short. Menke again throws him out, and that'll do it. No runs, a hit, 1 left. I wonder, I'm still wondering what his seasonal best batting average was. I suppose we could find out pretty easily, right? .264 in this season. Yep, I nailed it, just as a guess. 1966 was his best batting average of his career, 264. Yeah, Bob Merrill, exactly. Belanger wasn't a hitter either, but on a completely other world level defensively from Woodward. It's going to be Jones, Aaron, and Alou. Braves trying to do something here against Herbal, who's been splendid through 3. Herbal into the windup. It's a 2-4 right-handed grounder to first base. McCovey will take it to the bag himself. And here's Aaron. First pitch a bit outside. Now Herbal shaking his head. Now nodding. Here's the next pitch to Aaron. It's a 6-7 right-handed second base X. Another tough chance for Tito. 3E37. And on a 13, he's got it and throws him out. But Tito Fuentes flashing the leather today. And that'll bring up Felipe Alou. Here's the pitch. 6-7 righty, same thing. Second base X. Fuentes again. 337, error range. This could be trouble. 4 on a 37, and he boots it. So just as I'm singing his praises, I jinxed him, and that's the first error of the game. That'll get Joe Torre to the plate here in the bottom of the 4th. Torre 0 for 1. Herbal checks the runner. Comes in there with a 4-8 righty, and that is a grounder towards first base. Single to 17, and it's down for a base hit. Holding at second, Felipe Alou. .33-year-old Ken Johnson in his 9th season held Fuentes to a .235 lifetime, 4 hits total, and he has 2 today. I vaguely remember something like that, Rick. Ron Luciano once ejected Belanger and later felt bad about it. First and second, 2 out. Here's Eddie Matthews. Herbal, that was the first hit he's allowed. This is the first time he's really been in a jam as he gets ready to pitch here to Eddie. Checks the runner, the windup. The pitch to Matthews on a 5-7 left-handed. He grounds it to second base. Fuentes flips it to McCovey, and that'll do it. Busy inning in the field for Tito. For the Braves, no runs a hit, they leave a pair. There was an error, and through 4, it's 3-0 Giants. Giants trying to get straightened out. You know, one of the reasons I picked this season is I was expecting a knockdown, drag-out Dodger-Giant pennant race, and I actually thought the Giants would win, since it's my belief that in Strat-O-Matic, hitting is more important than pitching. But maybe not in the 60s. We've had some fine pitching performances in this replay so far. And Herbal will lead off the 5th. The pitch from Ken Johnson is a 3-8 right-handed. He struck him out. Now Herbal overmatched there by Johnson. 1 down. And here's Tito. 2 for 2 with a pair of doubles. Busy day with the glove. And here's the pitch to the lefty. That's going to be a 5-6. And he rips one into the left field. That's a hard hit ball. That's going to get past Alou. Fuentes rounds. And sure enough, he's in the second standing with his 3rd double of the game. Oh my. Quite a day for Tito Fuentes. With 1 away, here's Davenport. Johnson into the windup. 4-10 right-handed is a fly to center field X. It's going to be a tough chance for Jones. Mac Jones, a 3-7, ranging to his right. On an 18, he flags it down, and the runner will hold. So a nice catch by Jones, 2 away, and it will be up to Willie Mays. If you're thinking about putting Mays on, you've got Willie McCovey in the on-deck circle. They're going to pitch to Mays. McCovey 0 for 1, but 2 runs. Mays 0 for 1, but 2 runs batted in. And here's Johnson's delivery. On a 1-5 right-handed, call strike 3. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Johnson. No runs to hit, 1 left for the Giants, and we're halfway through. 3-0 Giants. You said it, Steve May. I have to say, I got a really good night's sleep last night after being a bit hungover yesterday. I feel like I'm getting my footing a bit. Although it's going to be a roller coaster. And to the bottom of the 5th we go. That's the first endurance inning for Herbal. He's just a 5. And it will be the bottom of the order for Atlanta. Gene Oliver to start things off. Herbal into the windup. That's going to be a 5-7 right-hander. Ground ball up the middle, cut off by Davenport. Turns and fires in time. Here's Woodward, 0 for 1. The pitch from Herbal, 2-8 right-handed. Another ground ball to short. This one to the right of Davenport. He's in the hole, strong throw, in time. So 2 grounders to short, and here's the pitcher, Johnson. Johnson rated 7 for endurance. He's going to bat. On a 3-11, he hits a shallow fly ball to center. On comes Willie Mays with the basket catch, and it's an easy 1-2-3 inning for Ron Herbal. I have to confess, I don't know much about Ken Johnson. Had a pretty good year in real life, 14-8, 3.3. 31 starts, fewer hits than innings. Pretty good control. And Willie McCovey will lead off the 6th. McCovey 0 for 2 today. Here's the pitch from Ken Johnson. On a 5-9 left-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. So Johnson looking better as the game progresses. He struck out 3 in the last 2 innings. And now here's Jim Ray Hart. Johnson gets the sign from Oliver. The pitch to Hart is a 6-2 right-handed. It's a high fly ball to deep left field. Alou going back at the track, at the wall. It's gone, just over the wall. Six-two righty, homer to 12. Just got it out of here. And for Hart, it's his 10th home run of the season, and that makes the score 4-0. Here's Peterson now, pretty excited to be 1 for 2 today. Johnson's pitch is a 2-8 grounder to shortstop. Menke has it. Fires to Torrey. 2 away. Hello there, Perry, and you are absolutely correct. And Joel with an interesting Fuentes anecdote there. Thank you for that, Bob Merrow. You don't have to tell me twice what that's from. Haller 0 for 2. Johnson comes in there with a 5-11 lefty. It's a fly to right field X. That's going to be Aaron. The Gold Glover, 1E4. Racing towards the line. Error range. It's a 6 on an E4, and it's a fine running catch by Henry Aaron to end the inning. Excellent play by Aaron. And the Giants pick up a run on the Hart home run. Nobody left on base, and it is 4-0. Good point, Kevin. Yeah, it did. I saw Tito, and I always felt he was better than his defensive ratings in '66, definitely. 309 for the 72 Tigers. Well, we have somebody here doing a 72 replay, right? How many have received their 1970 sets by now? Top of the order here in the bottom of the 6th. Menke 0 for 1 with a walk. Ron Herbel into the windup. 1-7 right-handed. Liner towards second base. And that is through into right field for a base hit. Single to 6. He throws the 4. And Menke is aboard for the second time. Here's Mac Jones now, 0 for 2. Herbel from the stretch. 1-9, called strike 3. Strikeout number 3 for Herbel. And up steps Henry Aaron. Aaron's grounded to second twice. From the stretch. 2-5 right-handed, and he walks him, and that's going to get him. In fact, there's already some action down there in the Giant pen. Frank Lindsay, the righty. Throwing. Okay. First and second, 1 away. Felipe Alou will be the hitter. Excellent, Joe. I did not know that, Joel. Thank you for that. Joel points out that Tito does the Giant games on the radio in Spanish. So he's still around, still in the game. Herbal gets the sign. One more hit or walk will fatigue him. The pitch to Felipe is a 4-7 right-handed, and he loses him ball 4. The bases are loaded. And that's going to bring Herman Franks out of the dugout, and that's going to be the end of the line for Ron Herbal. Herbal pitched a fine game. He just ran out of gas here. 5 1/3 for Herbal. He only allowed 2 hits. Kind of a shame, really. He walked 3 and struck out 3, and Lindsay will be coming on. Lindsay was the first man in this game in real life, normally used as the closer, but one thing I like to look at is the usage display, okay? And Lindsay has been way underused. So trying to get him some more innings. And he's probably their best reliever. Yeah, indeed, Steve. He was doing so well. Let's check Lindsay's numbers here. What in the heck is this? Hang on a second here. Who are the Myrtle Beach Mermen? As Lindsay gets set there, I'm going to reopen my team stats. Here we go, Giants. Okay, I don't know. That must have got mixed up with one of my other leagues. The Myrtle Beach Mermen are in one of my keeper leagues, the one that's drafting currently, in fact. Lindsay, 0-1 with 7 saves, but in 12 games he's only pitched 8 innings, and he's yet to allow an earned run. And with the bases loaded and 1 out, it'll be Joe Torre to face him. And welcome to Frank. Glad to have you today. I remember the flip. Yep, thank you, Kurt. Bases loaded for Torre. Giants lead it 4-0, but Braves threatening here in the bottom of the 6th. Lindsay's been brought on. And here's his pitch to Joe Torre on a 1-6 right-handed. It's a grounder to shortstop. It's Davenport. He goes to Fuentes for 1. To McCovey double play. A run will score on that. But that's a huge play. Menke crosses the plate. Aaron to third. 4-1. Huge double play there. No, there is no run score. That ends the inning. My fault, excuse me. 6-4-3 double play ends the inning. So Lindsay comes in and puts out the fire, and the Braves lead the bases loaded. Yeah, thank you, Steve. I caught it. I forgot that there was 1 out. I'm not sure why. I'm going to blame that on senior appropriate memory again, although I had the I had the out marker in the correct spot too, so I have no excuse there. Still 4-0 as we go to the 7th. Ollie Brown will lead it off against Johnson. One 6 right-hander, he lines one into center field for a leadoff single. He does. Yeah, I should have double switched him. However, with a 4-run lead, not to worry. Lindsay a B bunter. We're going to bring it in. He's still a C, and Lindsay squares to bunt. 5C, that's good enough, and that advances the runner. Exactly, Perry. All the Braves have been underachieving in their own right. Not quite as bad as the Giants. Here's Tito now. He of the 3 double game. Johnson into the windup. 2-6 right-handed. Called strike 3. And it'll be up to Davenport. 1 for 3 today. Johnson checks the runner. Comes in there with a 4-8 right-handed. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Wow, so for Johnson now, that is 5 strikeouts, all of them in the last 3 innings. Also, Lindsay rated 4 for relief endurance. So despite leading the club with 16 saves in real life, he was certainly much more than a 9th inning pitcher for them. And we're going to take a little stretch as usual. Let's fire up the Mookie cam. And time for me to replenish my coffee. No, he was just around. I know I'm moving it too fast, but he was on the fridge. And now he's gone. So my guess would be he's going to be where he was yesterday. Up in the window, in the front bedroom window. No, I don't think he is there. Nope. Okay. Well, this hardly ever happens. Oh my goodness. Open your eyes, Steve. He's right behind you on top of the microwave. And that's where I keep the computer-only cards. Fortunately, he hasn't tried to eat one of those yet. What's up there, Mookie? He says, I'm not happy with you. You wouldn't let me on the field. Okay, quick one-cupper today. Hey, you looking for me? And some more Tito trivia here from Kurt Miller. I didn't know about the parakeet thing. Yeah, the man had a lot of flair. All right, we're ready to resume play here in the bottom of the 7th with the Giants leading 4-0. Gene Oliver will start things off as Frank Lindsay gets ready to work. Here's the pitch on a 6-9 right-handed, and Oliver lines it into left field for a leadoff single. That's going to bring up Woody. 0 for 2 today. Oh, definitely, Perry. Thank you. From the stretch now, 4-7 right-handed. It's a ground ball hard hit to short. Davenport, 2 Fuentes for 1 to McCovey, double play. So Lindsay just throwing up worm killers today. He got a double play to end the 6th. Gets one here, and with 2 out and nobody on. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hang on, I'm screwing up. Matthews was supposed to lead off, not Oliver. So we're going to have a replay review here. My apologies, guys. Okay, I had Oliver leading off. Let's see what the roll was. That should have been Matthews' roll. 6-9 lefty, double to 4. I had it as a base hit. It is going to be a base hit. And then the roll for Woodward, that should have been Oliver. Was quite likely that it may not matter. That was on the pitcher's card. It's still a 4-7 righty. That's a double play. So no harm done. It didn't change any of the results. And with 2 out, the batter is Woodward. The pitch to Woody. 4-10 right-handed. Grounder to third base. Hart has it. Throws across to McCovey, and that will do it. No runs, a hit, nobody left. Braves being skunked so far, just 3 singles for a pretty formidable Atlanta offense. And here's Ken Johnson in his second endurance inning. And he'll face the heart of the order. Yeah, I think we've got it straightened out now. I had Oliver's card leading off the inning. I had Oliver's card up, even though I credited the single to Matthews, so I was looking at the wrong cards. Again, my apologies, but I think we've got it straightened out. Here's Willie Mays, 0 for 2. Johnson, in what's certainly his last inning of work, goes into the windup on a 5-10 righty. Pop-up left side, Menke has it. And there's one down. That'll bring up McCovey. 0 for 3 on the day. Johnson comes in there with a 3-3 right-handed grounder second base. It's Woodward, sidearm to Torrey. 2 down quickly. And that'll bring up Jim Ray Hart, who homered in his last at-bat. And here comes Johnson's pitch. And it's a 4-9 right-handed, a single to 19, grounder first baseway, headed into right field, and it's through for a single. That'll get the legendary Cat Peterson up one more time. 1 for 3 today. Johnson's pitch on a 4-5 right-handed grounder shortstop. Routine for Menke, goes the short way to Woodward, and that will do it. And that'll be the end of the day for Johnson. So Johnson worked 8 innings. He surrendered 9 hits, 4 runs. He walked. He did not walk anyone. And struck out 5. So, solid game for Johnson. When your team doesn't score for you, what are you going to do? Let's see who's going to be coming up for the Giants. Left, right, and the pitcher. Left, right, and the pitcher, and the lefty is Haller. They used Umbach in real life. However, we're not going to do that. Lefty Dick Kelly throwing for the Braves. We could use Umbach, computer-only card, by the way. And the Braves will start off with a pinch hitter for Johnson. Against Lindsay, they're going to go with the left-handed Gary Geiger. They have Cardi available as well. Both men appeared in this game in real life. Geiger at .253 on the season, 4 home runs, 11 RBIs. Lindsay ready to work. 6'3" left-handed pitcher X. That's a 4E44. This could be trouble. On a 17 E-range, 3 on a 44, forget about it. It's off of Lindsay's glove for an error. Geiger reaches, second error for the Giants. And here's Menke. That's right, Kurt. Exactly. Lindsay from the stretch, pitching to Dennis Menke on a 1-6. He loses him, ball 4. And the Braves now threatening in the bottom of the 8th. First and second, nobody out. Giants lead by 4. But the meat of the order coming up for the Braves. Lindsay in no danger of fatiguing. And here's Mac Jones. He's 0 for 3 today. Lindsay gets the sign from Haller. Here's the pitch to the left-hander. It's a 3-6 right-hander. That is ripped over the first base bag, double to 10, 2-star single. It's a 2-star single. So Johnson will come in to score. All the way to third is Menke. And the Braves are on the board here in the 8th. 4-1 now. Geiger scores. And representing the tying run, up steps Hank Aaron. I almost feel like I should be warming somebody up, but Lindsay's the best they've got. Okay, Lindsay to Aaron. Here comes the pitch. It's a 6-8. That is going to be a liner hit towards third base, single to 12, and it's knocked down at third by Hart, but he has no play. And on an infield single, Menke scores, and it's 4-2. Jones will hold at second. Out to the mound goes Tom Haller. Nobody out. 4-2. You almost kind of feel like, do I even have to say it? Felipe Alou, the batter, he's 0 for 2 with a walk. And now the Giants will get a left-hander up in the pen. That will be Joe Gibbon, in case they get to Haller's spot. Excuse me, no, Haller's, I take that, but in case they get to Matthews is what I meant to say. In case they get to Matthews, Gibbon throwing. But with righties coming up, they're sticking with Lindsay. Okay, meeting on the mound is broken up now by Ken Burkhart, and here's Alou. Lindsay ready to go. Checks the runners, first and second, nobody out. The pitch to Felipe Alou, a 5-6 right-handed, fly ball into straightaway center. Mays is there, gliding to the ball, makes the routine catch for out number 1. We've got some races, JCA. I'll just call you Jay. And welcome, by the way. In the American League, it's Baltimore narrowly over Minnesota. In the National League, what a race it is. The Phillies tied with the Pirates, with the Dodgers just a half a game back. So here's Torrey now with one down. Bounced into a double play his last time up, 1 for 3 on the day. Lindsay gets the sign. 1-7 right-handed, called strike 3, and oh my goodness, is Torrey pissed. Torrey jawing with the home plate umpire. He better go sit down or he's going to get thrown out. And now with Lindsay settling down and righties to follow, he's going to face Matthews, so Gibbon sits down momentarily. Matthews 1 for 3. 4-2 Giants. First and second, 2 out in the bottom of the 8th. Lindsay against Eddie Matthews, and here's the pitch on a 6-3. It's pitcher X. Oh my God, here we go again. 4-44 for Lindsay. It's a 19, and it's a single 1-star. Knocked down, the run cannot score. They have to hold Jones at third, and now the bases are loaded. Third hit in the inning off of Lindsay. 4-2, bases loaded, 2 down, and Gene Oliver coming up. Lindsay's worked 2 1/3. He's rated for 4. Runners take their lead. The full windup. The pitch to Oliver. 5-9. Grounder shortstop X. That's for Davenport. 3E31. Here's the play on a 3. He can't get it. It's an infield single and a run scores. Holy cow, it's a 4-3 ball game. As Jones scores, Aaron stops at third, Matthews to second, and the Braves bat around in the bottom of the 8th. Is anybody as stunned as I am right now? I tell you, I feel like I should do something, but again, he's the best they've got. Lindsay is the best reliever the Giants have. Woody Woodward is 0 for 3 today. Lindsay into the windup. The pitch to Woody is a 4-5 grounder to third base. Hart goes down to Fuentes for the force, and the inning is over. Oh my, but the Braves come up with 3 on 4 hits and leave the bases loaded. I was waiting for you, Michael. Yes, sir, there he is. So we can close the book on Herbal. He didn't give up any runs. Oh my goodness, what a finish. Holy cow, and it's not over yet. 4-3 Giants after 8. Dick Kelly, the lefty, coming in to pitch for Atlanta. Oh my goodness. It ain't over till it's over. Kelly's been in 9 games, no record, but a fine 2.16 ERA. And he'll face Haller Brown in the pitcher's spot. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to throw it out to the group. Would you hit for Lindsay? I'm kind of thinking we need to get him out of there, best card or not. On the other hand, you know, with Kelly coming in for Johnson, I should probably double switch that. And that's what we're going to do. Woodward will come out. Bowling will go into the 9 spot at second. And Kelly will go in the spot that made the last out. So yeah, you got some time to think about that. Franklin says hit. Bill says in real life. They would not let him go out there again. After giving up 4 hits and a walk. In his defense, an error opened the door, but it was his own error. Right? And he gave up a single off of his defense. So let's see who's going to warm up with Bowling, Menke, and Jones due. They're going to They're probably, Gibbon's throwing again. They'll probably go to Gibbon. Let's see what everybody else has to say here. Oh, I always make the last call, Kurt, but I enjoy the input. And sometimes I listen to it, sometimes I don't, but I like to get you guys involved. Wow, what a ball game. Woohoo! 4-3 now as we go to the 9th. Dick Kelly has completed his warm-ups, and Tom Haller will lead it off. Tom 0 for 3 today. Kelly into the windup. It's a 6-4 left-handed fly ball to straightaway center. Jones is there. And there's one down. That'll bring up Ollie Brown. Ollie 2 for 3 today. Kelly gets the sign. 5-8 righty is a grounder to second base X. That's going to be bowling. It was just inserted into the game. A 3E16. On a 17, he's got it and throws him out. Hit, leave him in. Ben Perry with a good point. He needs some innings. And Kurt also with a good point. Nobody's safe with these hitters. They're going to live or die with Lindsay. He's a 2. Kelly's pitch on a 2-6 struck him out. Gibbon still throwing. So I'm thinking if he gets to Jones with somebody on, you're probably going to see Gibbon. If he gets to Jones with 2 out and nobody on, that's a different story. So Frank Bowling will lead it off. He came in the double switch. Bowling at 270 on the season. 4-3. Lindsay's pitch on a 2-9, little comebacker. Lindsay has it and throws it to McCovey. And now they're going to make a change. I should have done this at the start of the inning. But Jesus Alou's jogging out there, and he's going to take over in left field for Peterson. So one down, and here is Menke. He did, Kevin. Of course, as I said, they were both off of his defense. 4E44, that's pretty awful for a pitcher. So here's Menke, 1 for 2, walked twice. Lindsay gets the sign. That's going to be a 5-5 righty. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And Lindsay's getting it together here. And the Braves are down to their last out in the form of Mac Jones. Jones 1 for 4 on the day. Braves crowd on their feet as Jones stands in, and here's the pitch from Frank Lindsay. It's a 4-9 left-handed. That's going to be hit into the right center gap. Triple to 4. It's a 2-base hit. Oh my, talk about drama. And look who's coming up. The Major League home run leader, Hank Aaron, came into the game with 21 home runs in 47 games. He's not, but he's better at second. The only reason I didn't put him in second is because Fuentes would lead off the 10th. Now this is a tough call. My instinct is to put Aaron on and pitch to Alou. Of course, that goes against the baseball axiom of never walk the go-ahead run. But this isn't just any hitter here. We're talking Hank Aaron. If you're going to get beat, it's not going to be by Hank Aaron. And sure enough, they're going to hold up 4 wide ones here, and Aaron will take his base. So it's going to be up to Felipe Alou. 0 for 3 with a walk today. Exactly, Ben. Wow, interesting, Bill. Pitched more than 4 once all year, and yet he got a 4. Interesting, huh? Oh, my goodness. So let's see what he has done. 2 2/3. The strikeout, that was his 3 innings. Well, the intentional walk doesn't count. So he's into his first endurance inning. He surrendered 1 hit. So Lindsay's good. So with the Giants leading 4 to 3, runners at first and second, 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. It's Frank Lindsay versus Felipe Alou. Runners take their lead. The pitch to Felipe is a 2-5 right-handed grounder to second. Fuentes has it to McCovey, and the ball game is over. Oh my goodness. And the Giants hang on by the skin of their teeth to win it 4 to 3. I'll have the totals for you in just a moment. Oh my goodness. What was that? Was that a 2-5 for Alou? Aaron would have walked anyway on the same roll. Holy cow. But Johnson ends up the loser. He's 2 4. Herbal gets the win, 2 3 now. A well-deserved win for Ron Herbal. I don't think there's a save. But we'll see what Strat-O-Matic, when I enter these games manually, I go by what the computer awards. But he came in with a 4-run lead, remember. 3 2/3. 6 hits. 3 runs allowed. How many were earned? There was an error. Walk. Single to load the bases. Single to driven in 1. So 2 of them were unearned. 2 walks, 1 of them intentional. 2 double plays. And 2 strikeouts. No, it wouldn't. He would have needed one more, Ben. That would have only been the second hit and or walk in the inning. His fourth inning began right here. Right here, after the ground out. So the strikeout, double, even if he walked not intentionally, he would have had to give up one more hit or walk. That's true, too, because he came in with the bases loaded. Actually, he came in with a tying run at the plate. So it would be a save, albeit an ugly one. You got to say that. I think he does get the save. We're going to go ahead and write it in. That would be number 8 for Lindsay. And a 60 save to be sure. 3 2/3 innings. Yeah, happy birthday again, Franklin. So we start off June 1st with a bang. The Giants end up with 4 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. The Braves 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Player of the game, anybody. If you pitch 3 innings effectively, you get a save. And that's kind of debatable in this case, I would think. 8 base runners and 3 2/3 certainly doesn't meet my definition of effective. But we'll see what Strat-O-Matic does. I always stand by there. Whatever they assign, that's official. Don't hate on Lindsay, Kurt says. Okay, we're going to finish out the week with a doubleheader Thursday and Friday. Washington at Boston. Tomorrow it'll be Dick Bosman for the Senators and Jim Lonborg for the Red Sox. Fuentes with the 3 doubles. That works for me. 2 runs scored. Davenport had an RBI. Hart had a homer, but just 1 RBI. Why weren't there more RBIs? Oh, Mays had 2 RBIs on outs. So there's the 4. No, you're right, Kevin. It ain't. With the 3 doubles and some flashy glove work, your player of the game is Tito Fuentes. And he'll give us a nice bat flip to celebrate. So something finally goes the Giants' way today as they improve to 20-27. Braves 21-27. Yeah, I've got to look at that now. I think this Lonborg might even be the uncarded guy. Oh no, it isn't. "23 starts that year in real life. He's made 3 so far in the replay." Well, that's about it for me. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'm going to get out of here and see you all tomorrow. Take care, everybody, and have a pleasant good evening. Thank you.